O2 Pay-as-you-go is shutting down, and in this video we're going to talk about it. So for those of you who do not know what O2 is, I'm going to give you that knowledge as well. O2 is a mobile phone telecoms provider. They provide mobile phone services. Not only do they provide, of course, contract SIMs, but they also provide pay-as-you-go SIMs, where you can get, of course, mobile phone text, data for the internet, broadband, or for your mobile phone device. They also provide this for iPads because now you can plug a SIM into your iPad and you can use that to make phone calls, make texts, and of course use the internet. There are contract versions of this service that O2 provide, and you can also purchase a mobile phone from O2 in their stores with these things already on the mobile device. For example, if you have a contract with O2 and the mobile phone is provided with the contract, of course, this is enabling you to have the mobile phone while you're paying off the contract. It's part of your contract so that you get the new iPhone with the amount that you're going to be paying per month for the handset itself, the mobile phone, plus the services that are on the mobile phone, your package that you've set when you're in the O2 store. You can also get this same mobile service and the mobile phone from other mobile phone shops right here in the UK. So that's the contract. So what is the big deal with the pay as you go being cancelled? Pay as you go is where you can literally pay as you go. Instead of having a contract phone where you're paying, for example, £30 per month and you're obligated to pay it at a certain time of the month, pay as you go is what I use with my mobile phone provider, where if you need extra data or extra phone calls or texts, you can phone up on the mobile phone device and you can say, I'm only going to spend £5, £10, and it will give you the amount of texts or data that you can use for that price. This is cost efficient and means that you can have your own mobile phone device without being contracted to the company. Meaning, with my phone, which is on pay as you go, which is currently damaged, so I don't need any insurance on it because you can see it's damaged, I can throw it away whenever I want. I don't need to worry about losing the handset or losing the phone because I'm on pay as you go. Now, of course, I don't want to lose my phone because it's got important things on it, so I'm going to keep it nice and safe, but I don't have to pay for the repairs as a part of my contract. I'm not obligated to my mobile phone providers in any way. That's the beauty of pay as you go. You pay when you're ready to use your phone. Most of the time, if you're doing this with a SIM that you've plugged into your mobile phone device, for example, my mobile phone device, I've plugged in my own SIM, I've already purchased the mobile phone. So I'm not obligated to pay for this over a period of time. I have no contract with my mobile phone providers. This video will be in the online money playlist, guys. So if you are new here to the Anthony Allen YouTube channel, I upload videos about your online money. This is online money because those pay-as-you-go SIMs you would usually purchase online or you use it for your mobile phone data. What is mobile phone data for those of you who are wondering what that is? Mobile phone data is broadband that you can pay for on the go, and the data is the megabytes or gig that you're using when you're visiting a web page. You're paying for that gig or mobile or megabytes per second or per minute rather than paying outright for a package which is covering you for a period of time that you can use the internet unlimitedly. These are the different price packages that you would usually have a look at when you're deciding what type of mobile phone or iPad device you are using as pay as you go, which is to me the cost efficient way, or the contracted paying a certain amount per month and you're obligated, for example, 24 months, 12 months, and so on. So let's have a look at some of the articles or the article that has been provided about this new change at O2, a mobile phone provider or telecoms provider, now cancelling their pay-as-you-go services. Let's take a look. Now, when searching for this on Google, O2 pay-as-you-go shut down, you can see that we now have an AI overview. This is something that's provided by Google themselves, where they are summarizing the information and confirming this information for you. Let's take a look at this very quickly. you can see it says, yes, O2 is shutting down its pay-as-you-go PAYG data and iPad SIM services on January the 31st, 2025. So at the time of me making this video, we're just straight into the new year and we're only a few weeks away from this date. Service closure. The service will be fully closed on January the 31st, 2025. The thing about this is it takes them out of the pay-as-you-go market. So other mobile phone providers or other broadband telecoms providers can now offer pay-as-you-go as a way to compete with O2. So this is quite baffling to me because they're now hindering themselves in a very competitive market. It also says service closure. The service will be fully closed. I've just covered that one. Customer account management portal closure. The customer account management portal will close on December the 17th, 2024. So what they're saying here is any pay-as-you-go customer service. So here in the UK, when you want to top up your mobile phone as a pay-as-you-go user, you would normally press a number, 3 numbers on your mobile device or on your iPad if you have if you're compatible to make phone calls, or you do it on the internet if you're not. And then you would contact a member of the customer service or an automated system, and you would make a purchase for additional text, additional phone calls, or that all important mobile phone or mobile data so that you could use their internet. Now, going forward, it says refunds. Customers can request a refund for any unused data by calling O2 customer services. And then there's a number provided. Going down, early termination charges. Pay-as-you-go customers can leave their service at any time without early termination charges. So there are some cases where third parties have given you the O2 pay-as-you-go service as a part of their service. This is also going to cause issues there because there are people who have purchased mobile phones or iPads with a pay-as-you-go package, because there are smaller packages that you can also purchase. So instead of paying, for example, a small £5 for additional data, you can purchase a small pay-as-you-go package which has a lot of data compared to when you would pay in a smaller sum. So you could have, for example, 12 gig with 500 minutes, and that could cost you £12, and that could be together in a pay-as-you-go package where it's outside of a contract, but you're still paying a little bit more so you can get all of those things together. So that's what it's talking about in terms of its early termination charges and all of those things. This might confuse a lot of customers as well going forward. You can see that The Sun have made an article on this as well, and I'm not going to go into that too deep, but you can have a look a little bit further. But I wanted to take you through this in this video. This is some really big news. Let's summarize this right now for those of you who are interested, whether you're in the UK or not. Now, to summarize, I'm not on O2 myself, but if I was an O2 user, this is going to get me to leave because I use pay-as-you-go, I'm cost efficient with it, and it allows me to budget. Also, when you're trying to get a contract, you will need a credit check. When you have a bad credit score or you're not confident in trying to have a credit check, because of course it can actually damage your credit report when you're having credit checks, although it's just a mobile phone, this again could be something that makes customers shy away from that process, because you have to go into a store, and if you've got like anything wrong with your credit report, you're going to be embarrassed to sit there and be like, you cannot get this new iPhone on this package. This sounds really silly, feels really silly. Also, if you're of the younger audience, maybe you're not in the age gap where you can take out a contract just yet. It means that you cannot do this mobile phone you can't do a mobile phone contract without a parent or something like that. So if you are of a younger age, you have your mobile and you're out with your friends and your mother's like, you need to text me or you need to phone me, and you can top up with your pocket money or whatever, you cannot do that on a contract, meaning more parents, if they're on O2, will now have to take out contracts for their children when they're going around their friend's house if you want to check up on what your kids are doing, which is going to be really harsh on those parents who have multiple kids who are using their phones when they're going out with their friends, and you're just checking on your kids to see if they're okay. So there's that issue as well. The younger audience who have their mobile phones not really going to be on O2 going forward, really, unless their parents are able to take out or willing to take out that contract for them. So there's that really big issue that O2 really haven't considered, because there are a lot of younger mobile phone users who won't have that privilege to be able to take out a contract because they just don't have any payment history or anything like that to help them with a better credit score if they're getting the new iPhone on O2. So you just heard, well, or new Android phone actually, because you also have the Google Pixel, and I've also taken you through a little bit with the Google Pixel as well. So yo, this is really big news. If you've enjoyed this online money video where I'm taking you through this brand new news that has just dropped, give me a thumbs up. On screen right now, you can see some additional content. I've made that for you, also including the online money playlist where I take you through online and money matters. That's for you for more. Thanks for watching. My name's Anthony Allen. See you in the next one.